all you beautiful people, welcome back to the Surge. As you can see, I finally have the full set of the Lynx armor.
Have a
It
nice
took me a little
day,
bit to get to,
Lauren.
but not that bad. You may have saw that I was standing on top of an item that I didn't quite show you guys. I'll play it back for you right now.
I can't believe they just fired Dr. Chavez. After the years of hard work and dedication she's put into this company. I suppose that's what you get when you stand up for your convictions. The only thing is, she's right. I've seen the data. We've got to keep working, now more than ever. Lesser people would give up, but she's not one of them. And if she won't, I won't.
And along with the new armor pieces, I also got a new little toy, I guess you could call it. If they would let me. This is the AS Tier Spectre Bite. That big ol' energy blade that the dude up there is wearing. This is one of those arm-mounted heavy weapons I was talking about. It has a unique attack style compared to the one-handed weapons that I was previously using, as well as each different limb has a unique execution. As we'll see here in a few seconds while our test subject ranks. Clean in half. Two things that this game also does kind of well is similar to the Borderlands series, or I guess the original Borderlands. As you saw there, it said proficiency increased. As you do damage with or get kills with a certain type of weapon, your proficiency increases. The higher your proficiency, the higher your damage with that weapon type. So it helps to stick with a weapon type throughout the entire game. And decapitation. I also found out I can pause the game while I execute someone while its camera's a little bit special. And as you can see, it looks kind of nice. And now let's continue on. Yes, you just shove your hand into a power socket and hope you don't die. And then here there is a few more enemies. Not too many. They're also pretty blind, so it kind of helps. You can sneak around all of them. And as you can see, I didn't reach my threshold to execute him, so I didn't even get the chance to get a piece from him. It's kind of a bummer, but it's a unique system. It's enjoyable. It makes it so you can't just constantly farm a single piece when you're super high level, because you'll most likely instantly kill most of them. And I had to level up a few times just to be able to wear all my armor. Oh, I also never showed what the armor did. So I'm level 15 now, total. And while wearing this gear set, I get a attack swing bonus while I'm near full health, or at full health. I just wanted this piece. Thank you. I haven't actually worked through upgrading any of my weapons yet. That's kind of just something I've been avoiding. I know you're there. Come on. Kind of stinks not having a drone. You may have to fight one or two more enemies than you're used to. And if you get blindsided, it can be a real hassle. If you look down on the bottom right, you saw my tech scrap increase. As you do better and get more kills in a single life, without going back to the med station, you essentially get a bonus. You'd get more drops, like I am at 1.5 drops now. So my tech scrap drop rate is considerably higher than it would be if I was just normally coming out of the ops. Ooh, a new item.
We've had issues with Robert Weave again. This time about the exoskeleton program. He's refused to have the implant surgery. We've explained it's hardly invasive, even offered to double his bonus. But no, thinks management will use it to control the workforce. And he even brought up his union nonsense again. If he poisons the others, it could put us months behind schedule. It's amazing. He doesn't see it as making his job easier. I recommend termination. Yeah, we've put up with too much of his trash talking.
Yeah, this isn't the nicest company around the world. I have no idea where it's based, but wherever it's based, these people are pretty scummy. Ow. Give me your arm. And I should have enough tech scrap. Jeez. Tech scrap and materials to upgrade one of my weapons whenever I actually find them their op station. Personally, I just like going for the heads because I get a bunch more damage compared to the other pieces, as well as if I get a piece of armor, it just kind of helps. I get more pieces that I can make armor with. It's not going to be, you know, arms and legs or chests, but it's not that bad. To the moon. Oh, he drops. I'm gonna go for this guy first. And chop. I'll try to show off all the different animations you can get, so like the legs. A little bit harder to see. But essentially you just kind of jam it under their left leg and pull up. You wouldn't think it would kill someone. But it just fully takes off the leg. There you go. And I'm really sorry if you're not a fan of that high-pitched squealing. It's really helpful in this game later on. Some of the items can be hidden kind of secretive spots. Let's see. I know there's a door over here, so I finally have this open, so I have a shortcut back to my area. One thing that I have found while playing this game quite a bit is that if you don't go back to the med bay, but you just go to basically craft new gear, the gear assembly, you basically just get a reset on the enemies without resetting your multiplier. So you make a bunch more money for killing things over. It's super helpful for grinding, but it's still a pain. And then I can open this door. Back to the first area. I can't quite get that item yet because I have to get into this overhead section. There's an enemy up there that's quite a big pain in the ass. Oh, is this down to the sewers? These maps are not helpful. They don't really... They don't tell you anything about where you are, as well as, like, something like an actual map from Skyrim would show you. Oh yes, this is the underground area. So there's actually an item here that I want to get, but I can't quite get yet just because I don't have enough health. I could, like, go for it. There's no big deal for it. There's no loss for me. I'm sure if I use all of my healing items, I would survive. It's just kind of a fear that if I go down there, I'm not going to be able to get back up and grab my items, or my currency back. Oh, it's sneaky. So the item is actually down there, and if you saw back where I was, later down the track, there's actually some kind of green smoke. It's basically poison terrain. You walk on it, you get harmed. It's just not a fun experience. And as you saw, that blue wave would actually just deteriorate all of my stamina and my blue bar.
Help! Let me out!
So I can't actually help him right now, which kind of stinks because there's no power down here. But
I want to get out!
not all of these voices. There is still a few healthy people around. So this is essentially poison. You stand in it, you take residually, or not residually, you take increasing damage as you walk through it. It's kind of a bummer, but I want to get the stuff that's over here. Oh, and there's enemies down here. I completely forgot about that. I'm just gonna grab this and run if I could grab it. I'm probably gonna die getting out. Yeah, I got shot by one of them. Damn. I can get back there. It's not that big of a deal. But I did get a new weapon. It's essentially just something that was sitting in this corrosive material, poisoning away. It's kind of sexy. Oh, I completely forgot. So this is what I picked up. Kind of a cool weapon. I also got some new implants I can put in. Oh, that's kind of nice. I'm gonna see if I can put that in. Oh, I don't have any tech scrap. So this is another big thing that kind of stinks about this game. If you look at the top right, you'll see how much tech scrap I had and how far it is from me. You'll also see that there's a timer. You have time to grab your currency before it vanishes. It sucks. And that, as you can also see, I have not died yet. Kind of stinks. First death. But as you kill enemies, the bigger the enemy, the more time you'll get back. So that's super helpful. So for things like this, where I have to rush past a bunch of enemies just to go get it, I'm not going to worry about all of them because I know they're not going to follow me far. I should probably worry about these two, but at the same time, I'm not going to because I'm crazy. Grab and run! Oh, come on! I got shot by the same guy. Dang it. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the laser guys. They hurt. They do quite a bit of damage with that charged shot they have. Because they have 3 attacks. They have a single laser, a charged double laser, and a rapid fire. The rapid fire doesn't change direction in any way, and the charge has no real, like, tell of where it's gonna go. Except you can see they're charging. Alright, let's go. 2 minutes. I'm not gonna fight through everything. Like, there's no point to. I'll dodge past some of the enemies because I know I want to. I know I can get it. I know I can. And I will. Run. I'll probably cut out some of this because it's kind of annoying to see me just go to get the same piece of gear over and over again. But I finally got it back. I got quite a bit of money, and you guys get to see some of the areas. And so that is their rapid fire laser. If you see that trail, that's just telling you where it's going to go. And so if you're not in it, you're not going to take that much damage. when the tech scrap bar actually fills up, it recharges your like your implants. If it's a single-use implant like I have now, which in this case it's not single-use, it just has 3 uses per implant I grab or I put for that slot, it will recharge them by 1. It will increase them from what I have. Let's take out the right or left arm. Kind of hard to see in the dark. Who would have guessed? I know there's actually some enemies that are on my sides. Is there? There's one over there. Something that's kind of nice. If you actually start holding the E button, in my case, if you start performing an execution, it will prevent the enemy from dying. Oh, there is something there. I just am blind as a bat. Chop. And essentially this is just a cooler looking version. I don't even know if it does more damage, I just know it looks cool. So these blue lights, security door, these are special doors that I can't actually access for quite a while because I need to have a specific rig. Because later on I'll find new armors or new rigs that I can put on other than the base rig that I was given as an employee.
We have come into possession of evidence that links Ed Nakana, employee number 776910, to the homicides associated with the individual known as the Liberator. All indications point to the fact that he has deliberately tampered with his neural implant, including disabling its GPS function. Therefore, CreoNet cannot ascertain his whereabouts. While he's at large, he is a serious threat to staff and Creo's image if this were to get out. We need to take care of this, quickly and quietly.
Yeah, so they basically had hit squads in their own, you know, company. Kinda creepy, but not too so. And another one.
I have to say I'm not comfortable with this. Not comfortable at all. We've had multiple accidents in this sector. We have to shut it down. And take it to pieces bit by bit. Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. But we've been lucky. We've been able to sweep the previous incidents under the rug. We can't keep relying on luck. I know nobody cares about the grunts down here. But God knows they will care if the media gets hold of it. Or worse, the Oversight Committee.
So this is a new weapon. This is one of those dual-handed weapons that I could get. It's basically forklift. Oh, get off my screen. So, it's essentially having forklifts on your arms. It's pretty sweet. And they're really fast. It'd also be even faster if I was, you know, at full health. But I don't have any way to heal other than the units. Oh, I get one back.
Power system activated. Sector initializing.
So now there's power back into this area, which means I'm pretty sure I can go fight the boss, which I'm probably not going to do yet because I am a wimp.
Security lockdown in effect.
So I also can't access this door because it requires something that I get in the next area, which is basically one of the major hubs. Think of like Majula in Dark Souls 2. It's just a big area that connects to almost everything in the game, which, if I run back to this area, will give me more things to do. I can now actually go help out this dude. You know, the one that was calling for help, that was supposedly a normal human being?
Help!
He was absolutely not a normal human being. He was very crazy. And I'm gonna whittle down his health because I do no damage. Ow. And chop. And now I get a new weapon. A big ol' axe. Oh, I guess not an axe. It's more of a... It used to be kind of like a welding device or a rivet gun, but it's heavy enough to be used as an axe. And I have no way of healing anymore, so I probably should run past everything. Bye, guys! I don't remember what that door was, because since it doesn't have power, it's not really that useful to me. I'll find out in a minute. Eventually I'll be able to just start swapping off weapons, but for right now I can only equip one. Kind of a bummer. Not that big of a deal. So, now I can actually use one of the best implants in the game, metavoltaic injection. Instead of using minimal power to simply just jumpstart my health and give me a bunch of it, what this does is it consumes power, kind of not as good as you'd like, but in consuming power, it also heals me. And if I have something to maintain high power, which this does, it keeps my power up for a longer period of time, I can keep my health high. And it also doesn't require me to come back and heal every 30 minutes or so.
Be careful out there.
I'm also going to go back to my big weapon, because I like these things. They have a lot of damage output. And for the weapon that I'm going to get from the boss, it's pretty much one of the best weapons in the game. At higher proficiencies too, it gets even better. Oh, so there's something that's that. Oh, it's up there. Oh. There's also something back there. So yeah, this is more of that poison stuff. The longer you stand in it, the more damage you take. So this is a sort of like a... This is one of those staff. It's literally just a pipe. You swing a pipe around. Congratulations. Why not use high-tech gear like we have? I can open this door. There's no real point to it since I have the bigger door open. It kind of just lets the enemy out. He's silly. He gets caught on things. Actually, the enemies, I'm pretty sure, can die if they don't have armor or protection against it. There's also 5 unique enemies throughout the game. These boys. They hit like a truck. They also usually have some help around them. And essentially... where is it? There you are. Essentially, these are excavators and scrap removal. These big things on their sides are their vulnerable ports. Basically, I don't know what they would be. I have to hit them to do damage. And I also don't want to be too close to its mouth. Like that. Oh, hey, that's a new guy. I don't remember him. I think he's part of one of the DLCs. But as you can see, they hit like trucks, and I forgot to store my scrap because I'm a dingus. So now I have to go get it.
Look out for your fellow workers.
I
They
will
look out
come
for
back
you.
when I am a little bit further on. I'll make sure to keep you guys in the loop if I get anything new, any new logs or such. And talk to you later.